And how big a factor is Friday in how the team will be remembered and what they accomplished?
Coach Myers' message is always the team that we're playing, that's the biggest game of the year. So, honestly, this is, at this point in the year, this is the biggest game of the year because it's the game that we're playing, and we're not looking back in the past about things we did good, things we did bad, good games we had, bad games. The biggest game that we're focusing on is, how can we win this game and send everyone out the right way. With that being said, this game is the most important, and it's the biggest game of our year so far. So, the only thing we do is go out there, put in the work every day at practice, and show the world how good this football team is.
Now, this is a historic Big Ten Pac-12 matchup. Last year, USC played Penn State in the Rose Bowl. How much did you guys look at what they tried to do against a fellow Big Ten opponent, or did you guys look at it at all?
We didn't. Can't sit here and say we watched that whole game. We run two totally different defenses, so they're going to schematically attack their defense different. But we did look at some things that Penn State do and the ways that USC tried to attack it. We had a long time to study for this game, so we've watched just about every game that USC has had the past few years, and try to kind of nitpick certain things that USC does, their tendencies, what they like in certain situations. We watch more of that than how they attack the same conference team. Mainly because, like I said, schematically, different teams do different things.
You guys have played a couple of elite quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson last year, bowl game, and Baker Mayfield this year. And where's Sam Darnold fit into that picture of you faced some really good quarterbacks and now you're facing another one?
I'm the type of person I can't really tell you until I play it. I'm just I gotta be hands-on and see. But as far as watching film, he's right up there, 1A, 1B with the best of them. So you never really know till you play someone. It's kind of like a fight. You never really know how that fighter is until you actually get in the fight. So we'll see. Like I said, on film, everything. I don't know what more you could ask for the quarterback from what he's put on film.
And obviously, guys like Deshaun and Baker, they're great. They're great against everybody. But how have you guys felt as a defense going against those elite level quarterbacks? Have you been good enough? Have you not been good enough? Is there any lessons you can learn when you're playing another great quarterback?
Honestly, the defense, we are so stubborn, and no matter how good of a game we're having, whatever the case is, if we don't beat that team, in our opinion, we didn't play good enough. So, the defense started off really well against Clemson. Starting off the drive, this game with a forced turnover. We had a few that game, and got them into some third and longs, and didn't capitalize off them. So, to say we played good, I can't say that because at the end of the day, they put over 31 points on us. So I can't say that we played good enough for them. I played technically, in our eyes, good enough against Oklahoma last year, but this year we made some key mistakes on defense, particularly 3 plays where we gave up 3 touchdowns off blown assignments. And we lost by 15, and that's 21 points that we can't take away. So we didn't play well enough that game either. So in my opinion, from those 2 quarterbacks to 3 times that we've played them, in my opinion, I'm 1 and 2 against good quarterbacks. It's not something that I'm proud of, but I am a realist. And at the end of the day, we didn't win those games. So.
Do you feel like you're in a showcase game Friday night? When you look at the players on both of these teams.
Oh yeah, there's so much talent on both sides. It's kind of pick your poison of which position matchup you want to look at for that play because there's honestly so many great matchups all over the field. It's definitely one of those games where there's going to be a lot of eyes watching, especially at the next level. Because the next level, they want to see talent on talent, how you play against top-notch talent.
And you were in a neighborhood once in your life, right? I mean, did you ever play neighborhood games, one neighborhood against the other, or street against the other?
Oh yeah.
Is this more like what this game? Because obviously this game isn't for a championship. How would you put it niche wise, Chris? You know what I mean? I mean, because a lot of people are wondering what's the motivation for you guys in a game like this.
I think it's champion on champion, in my opinion. It's a Big Ten champion against a Pac-12 champion. Two teams that feel like they've been left out of something. Those two kind of teams are really dangerous in this field of play, in any competitive sport. You feel like you get the call you deserve, or whatever the situation is. Every time you step back on that field, you want to show the world sort of why. And I guess it's going to be in my opinion, it's going to be a heavyweight fight.